Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions. I hope that you guys are all having an amazing start to your Friday morning. For those that aren't familiar with who it is today, my name is Ricky. I'm 23 years old. I have and run one of the fastest growing private trading communities out there called TechBot Solutions. We have a little bit over 113,000 members, if I'm not mistaken, within our private trading community. So if you've ever struggled to surround yourself with like-minded individuals and to stay motivated, right, when it comes down to investing in new markets and you're trying to find a free way on how to do that, again, just click that third link in the description. Once you get accepted to our Facebook group, we offer a free Discord chat. It's provided for you on the top pinned post. And I've also gone out of my way to make a playlist on my YouTube channel to show you on how to get started when it comes down to getting connected to our group. I also have a helpful video playlist that talks to you and that lists a series of videos. That I have over 1,000 videos on YouTube, but that helpful video playlist covers a bunch of new video videos that I've already uploaded that cover the basics on how to get started when it comes down to investing in the stock market. So I'm going to show you guys my profits. I'm going to show you guys what it is that I traded and why is it that I traded. It's been one of my slowest days for this entire week. This week was 4th of July, so out of the 5, we only had 4 trading days. Actually, no. Monday was the slowest day. It was $138 if I'm not mistaken. Tuesday was a little bit over $1,000, a little bit under $1,100. And then when it comes down to Wednesday, it was the holiday. Yesterday, a little bit over $450 profit. And then today, a little bit over $277 so far. Hoping to at least clear $500 profit, but I'm not going to force an entry. For all those that are part of Learn Plan Profit, you guys saw how frustrating today's trading was for myself, right? Everyone did so amazing. We had a total of I think 4 stocks that I was watching that I talked about yesterday. It was if I'm not mistaken, it was ticker symbol Z, ticker symbol SHOP, right? Ticker symbol LABU. And then I talked about you guys at the very end. Out of those 4 stocks, all of them ended up going up, right? But the ones that really actively started going up were the first 3, right? And again, it's not about what I call out. So the biggest thing that you need to understand that is the core focus of our group is we never encourage people to take positions based on our opinion. So if someone is telling you what to buy, what to sell, and where to do it, that is a huge red flag. Based on my experience, it doesn't mean that everyone's like this. I'm just saying that based on my experience, a majority of people that sell alerts are probably not the people that you should follow. And the reason that we say this is because if they're not there tomorrow, right, then the next day, right, or for the next year, you're going to really struggle to become a self-sufficient trader, meaning that to doing it all on your own. So what we encourage you to do is to build that foundation, understand what you're investing in, and make sure that you understand everything that's going on. I hope that's not too much to ask. And let's go ahead, and I'm going to make my screen a little bit smaller. I'm watching you guys right now. This is the one that I traded today. I'm going to show you guys my profits, $277.64. A little bit over $250, right? And what it comes down to is that the reason that I'm watching it so closely right now is not to invest in it again, not to day trade it again. Today's Friday. I'm not looking to day trade it once again. One thing that we do very well is identifying stocks if they're overbought or oversold. I still think you guys is oversold when it comes down to the swing trade potential that it has to offer. But it's still below the EMA line. So I made the mistake of getting in a little bit too early for my swing trade challenge. That's with my Fidelity account. If you guys didn't watch that video, it's actually doing pretty well. We started this challenge that we grow our account 5% a week. I made the mistake of getting in a little bit too early. I thought I was doing something good by getting in when it was pulling back and it was reversing back up after it got rejected that first day when it started showing signs of an uptrend. It sold off during extended hours. I got in. It continued to sell off the following day. So it's been selling off for 1 full day. It reversed back up today. I would encourage you to not take a position, and I would encourage you to focus much more on stocks that are actively trending up. It doesn't mean if they're actively trending up that they're 100% going to, experience an uptrend, but the probability based on the ascending uptrend pattern it's much higher, right? So how do you know when something is actively trending down for our newer traders? This EMA line. So this EMA line I use as an indicator when the candles, you see these candles, when they trade below the EMA line, that is showing signs of a downward pattern. You see how it's now starting to almost try to break above this EMA line? That's what we want to see. We want to see the candles above this EMA line, as you see here, for an ascending uptrend pattern. Again, I made the mistake of getting in too early. And I want to make sure that you guys know that when I talked about you guys, I never encouraged anyone to take a position. And that's something that we do very well within our community. We're very transparent. We never encourage or force anyone to do anything that they are not comfortable with. And we never tell you what to do. We are here to share our best practices, share our mistakes, and what has led to our success. And we do this time after time. That is why we are one of the fastest growing private trading communities out there, because we do this every single day. Are we the absolute best? No, but we are working on it, and we're working on developing free tools, resources, and applications that are going to be free for all of you. And I want to make sure that you guys know that from the very beginning, that has been our core focus. So that the reason that I'm talking about you guys on the 180-day analysis on why I still see swing trade potential is that doesn't mean that I see day trade potential. And if you look at the range, so what I look at, and I know that this can get very confusing, but hear me out. So for our newer traders, look at the low points, right, on the prices. So look at the prices. Forget about this. Look at the low points, right? So I'm going to draw a low point. Let's see where it normally bounces at around this area right here, right? $58.80. And then I'm going to draw a high point right around $60.40. The reason that I encourage, all the people that I mentor within Learn, Plan, Profit, they're the group that gets to watch me trade live every day at Market Open. It's the first link in the description if you guys want to learn a little bit more about that private group. But pretty much the low points and the high points, right? $58 tends to be the low points, the good deal territory as of today. It doesn't mean that it's always going to be like this, but just based off today's patterns, low points. High points, the reason I can decide that this is a higher point around, the $60 to $60.40 is based on the pre-market high and the peak that it had, right? When I ended up selling right before the resistance at $60. And the really funny thing about that is that I'm very well known for selling a little bit too early. The thing that I am known for is to be very conservative. I like to lock in profits, and I have this saying, right, that I learned from one of our traders, is that no one goes broke by locking in profits. And realize that, yes, I did miss out on some profit, but in the big picture, long term, 5 years, 10 years, 30 years down the road, that's not going to really matter. What's going to matter is that I'm consistently growing my account. And you can check any of my videos. I show my trades. I show what it is that I see value in. I recap on them, and I show them every single day. Am I right 100% of the time? No. But one thing that I am very consistent with is growing my account and showing my profits every single week, every single day. I do this day after day, week after week, month after month. And I'm one of the most consistent traders that I've been able to see share their profits on YouTube. It doesn't mean that I'm the number one. I'm just saying that based on my success rate, we do very well, right? And consistently growing our account. Doesn't mean that we make the most money. It just means consistently growing our account. I'm very conservative. And in every market that I invest in, when it comes down to the buying and reselling of cars, I have a McLaren, I have 2 GTRs, I have still a BMW M3 that we are reselling. And I'm very conservative with how is it that I buy them to make sure that I get the best deal possible to be able to sell them. I just sold, I think, a week or 2 weeks ago, my Corvette C7. I had it for about a little bit under 3 months, made $3,500 profit while owning a Corvette. Again, with my real estate, I flipped in the past year 2 condos. Made a little bit over $60,000 in each condo because I understand what they are worth. I'm very conservative. I make an offer. If it gets accepted, great. If it doesn't, then forget about it. Same thing with these stocks. I want to make sure that you understand just because they're not tangible doesn't mean that you should be throwing your money at them, right? And this is exactly what I'm waiting for. You see how this is much more on the overbought side? It doesn't look like such a good deal anymore, right? It looks like it's a little bit more on the oversold side. So it would almost makes sense for this thing to sell off, right? For this thing to start to pull back. And the reason that I'm talking about this is now what I'm looking at for a potential day trade is degas. Degas, because of how it's sold off and how it's reversing back up, it makes sense on why then this thing would recover, because this thing recovers when UGAS sells off. So now this is in good buy territory. It doesn't mean that it's a good buy. And UGAS is in good sell territory because it's a little bit more on the overbought side. And again, as long as you understand the patterns that you're investing in, as long as you understand that you're getting a good deal and that whatever you're investing in is actively trending up, that's what's important. And that's what's going to lead to your success. There needs to be a reason for everything it is that you do. If there's not a reason and you don't understand what you're doing, then that is why we encourage you to start paper trading, which means simulation trading with fake money. And that's really just it, right? That is why we've been able to become so successful within the market. Now we see that DGAS is starting to push up, starting to show signs of an uptrend. And again, it's starting to show signs of an uptrend. It's above the EMA line. It doesn't mean that it's going to shoot right back up. Based on previous patterns, this is something that can be made very apparent, is that it got rejected right around this SMA line and this middle VWAP. Right, this middle VWAP indicator and this SMA line. Again, I have videos explaining all this on how to set it up on your TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim platform, both on YouTube and a little bit more structured in the Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library. But one thing that I like is that it's showing signs of an uptrend. It doesn't mean that it's going to shoot up, right? UGAZ is still the one that's very bullish today, showing signs of an uptrend pattern. It just means that it's selling off just a little bit. Make sure that you also reference /NG as an example, as this is the natural gas future that both UGAZ and DGAZ are correlated after. It's something that we talk about in the Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library. There's a ETF section, and I talk about how I swing trade. I swing trade and day trade UGAZ and DGAZ, JDSC, JNAG, all of them pretty much every single day. And again, just recapping on the trades that we talked about yesterday, I made a video on my YouTube channel, as you guys can see right here. So I made a video about the top 3 stocks for July. This is my opinion. Every video that I talk about are my opinions. People just like to know and like to stay up to date with what it is that I'm trading. Please never trade based on my opinion. That's something that I repeat in every video, and I want to make sure that you guys understand that, right? And the reason that I'm recapping is I did a very poor job today taking action. I was very conservative. It was Friday. I had a very slow week, right? I only had one day that was over $1,000 profit, and I missed out on a day because of the 4th of July, right? The market wasn't open, and because of that, my goal is $2,500 to $3,000 a week, and I did not, meet it, right? So although I did not meet it, I wanted to make sure that I didn't overtrade, that I didn't aggressively trade to try to meet that quota. So I was staying very conservative, but Zillow, right? Shopify, LABU, Gush, every single one, and you guys, every single one that we talked about yesterday shot up. We did an amazing job, and again, this was one of our members within Learn, Plan, Profit, called out AMD after it broke its resistance at 1560. All the alerts went off, boom. It started trading in between, and I talked about this all in yesterday's video. Feel free to check it out. The middle VWAP and top VWAP showing signs of an uptrend and confirming above this EMA line. Talked about it when it comes down to the pattern on UGAS. Talked about it with the pattern on Gush. Again, middle VWAP, top VWAP, right? LABU, middle VWAP, top VWAP. Shopify, middle VWAP, top VWAP. Again, very easy to scalp this, right? Zillow, middle VWAP to top VWAP. The most important thing about this is, is not necessarily that you need to trade anything that is that we call out. 100% you should not trade. The whole point that I make these videos, to recap, is I talk about what I see value in. So when you're building your eye for value and you start testing things out with paper trading, simulation trading, you could see how I see value and then maybe use that as a concept to do your own style of trading, right? Something to branch off of. Everyone's wired in different ways. And that's why I encourage people to watch other people and how they invest, but never invest real money as you're still developing yourself and refining yourself as a trader. That's all I ask, right? Explore new options, right? Am I going to be the best and most effective trading style for you? Maybe not, right? Maybe you might like someone that's a little bit more aggressive. Maybe that's your, niche. And that's 100% okay. I want to make sure that I encourage you to explore other options. I want you to know what my investing style is and what has led to my success. That's it. So when it comes down to the $3,000 Fidelity stock market growth challenge, I am currently down, if I'm not mistaken, as of right now, about 2.5%. My goal on a weekly basis is 5%. So that's something that I'm going to have to recap. And I made the mistake this week. And again, I'm sharing it. That's the whole point of this challenge. Do I think that every week it's going to be green? No, that's the whole point of trading. It's knowing how to learn from your mistakes. I took a position way too early on UGAS, and everyone knows that, right? That's why I talked about it. Even when I talked about it, I said that that I'm entering a little bit before the overall confirmation, and that's a risk that you take by entering that early, 100%. And let's see. I want to see if there's any good questions. No, not necessarily. So the thing that when it comes down to my losses, so as of right now, I'm currently down on UGAS on my Fidelity account. I'm using TD Ameritrade. This is what I usually mainly use for like day trading and stuff like that. I have over $25,000. So what I mainly focus on when it comes down to my my losses, I focus much more on like I still see value in you guys because it's still so oversold. It sold off a little bit more than I, desired it to, but there was no it wasn't doing anything that we didn't really expect it to do. And that was a risk that I was okay with taking. It doesn't mean that you have to be okay with taking that risk. And that's what I need to make sure that you guys understand. So while I'm doing this stock market growth challenge, I would encourage you to not even invest real money. Start paper trading, but only use maybe $3,000. Maybe only use $1,000 or $5,000, $10,000 of fake money, right? So you can see how important it is, as you learn from your mistakes, how we can continuously grow our account. I want to give a shout out to Muhammad. He's one of our members within Learn Plan Profit, and a large amount of our members within Learn Plan Profit did an amazing job for this week this is the first week of the stock market growth challenge. They took a position on, I'm going to show you guys right here. We've been talking about LABU since last week, and if you look at the past couple of days, it's been pushing up. Look at the overall 180-day pattern. You can see we started talking about this when it was down here, when it broke above this EMA line, when it started showing signs of a reversal. We talked about this, but I made the decision, again, my mistake, to focus and talk about you guys. That was 100% my mistake. I took the position too early when there was an obvious indication of LEBU showing signs of an uptrend. And look how much it's pushed up. From the $95, let's say you were even conservative. Let's say you waited for it to really confirm an uptrend, right? $98 to where it's at right now, a little bit under 12%. And again, I know that there's a lot of traders that can lock in huge percentage and stuff like that, but are they really doing it and growing their account on a consistent basis? That's something that you want to ask yourself. And are you able to do this? And do you understand what it is that you're doing? We actually just got degas, and my position just got filled for degas. There we go. Showing signs of an uptrend. Potential resistance right here. Let's see. $48. All right. Should we lock it in? There might be a bounce here. It's been validating the SMA line. I'm going to lock it in, and I know that's not much money, but I'm going to make sure that I lock it in. So I'm going to put a sell order right here, right? 100% of my position. So we're getting sells at 30, 31, or a bid. All right. All right. I'm out skis. All right, $52. So that puts me a little bit over $300 on the day. And again, I know that I can be completely wrong. This thing can shoot up, guys. It's Friday. I have to actually go get lunch, and then I'm going to go to the gym. I'm all about locking in profits. I want to stay consistently profitable, and I want to continuously grow my account. I want to make sure that I lead by example. Am I ever going to make mistakes? 100%. Everyone makes mistakes, but I want to make sure that we learn from those mistakes so we don't make them again. And there it goes. And it's going to most likely shoot up because I sold, and every time that I sell, it continues to go up. Don't go broke taking profits. I like it. So that's really just it. I actually found some music that you guys could hear in the background that's non-copyright. So I'm super pumped on that. But I wanted to wish you guys a beautiful weekend. I want to make sure that I'm super pumped. I'm so blessed to be where it is that I am today. And it's never been so accessible to start investing in the stock market. You can start learning for free from YouTube videos. You can start learning and trading for free with simulation trading. It's never been so accessible. Be a go-getter. Start learning and start searching, start doing. Stop asking so many questions and then just start doing it, right? Start learning everything that you need to know about how to invest in the stock market. You don't need to learn from me. 100%, you don't need to learn from me. I offer this private group. I offer this free group, Tech with Solutions. It's 100% for free in our free group chat. I offer this private group that gets to watch me trade live every single day, and I work with on a closer basis because it takes time out of my day. So if you want to join that private group, feel free to do so. It's that first link down below. If you don't, again, there's so many resources out there. Please browse around. Watch any of my videos. I recap and I talk about all the markets that I invest in and what has led to my success, what has led me to become one of the youngest millionaires here in Arizona. And again, does it mean that I'm 100% the best mentor or individual that you should follow? No. If you see value in me, great. If you don't, I really appreciate your guys' time. I just want to make sure that you guys don't jump in thinking that you're going to absolutely kill it in the market because I'm going to spoon feed you. You are going to have to work hard. You're going to have to invest a lot of time, and it's going to take time. But if you're someone that is motivated, if you're someone that is passionate about this market, then I would love to be and have the opportunity to be a part of your success. So I don't short stocks. I go long. So I do appreciate that question though. So is trading bad? I don't know what you mean by, what do you mean by bad? So people are just jealous of Ricky. What's going on? I don't see any bad stuff. Yeah, so 100%. I mean, I get hate all the time, obviously, because first of all, I got a bunch of hate when I just had my free group, which was with TechBot Solutions, because we were growing so quickly. And now because I have my private group, right, then there's a lot of more hate, right? And now that it's, we're one of the fastest growing YouTube channels when it comes down to those that invest in the stock market. We have over 230 subscribers, 230,000 subscribers. We have over 113,000 members within TechBot Solutions. The hate's going to come, 100%. But guys, we're so focused. We have such an amazing team behind us. We have developers. We have everything it is that you think that a team would need to make sure that we have a positive impact in this market. I've done everything it is that you guys have asked me to when it comes down to talking about my trades, recapping all my trades, showing my profits, doing this on a daily basis, and I absolutely love it, right? And 100%, just like she said, right? Love wins. And if you love what it is that you do, you are going to be amazing at everything it is that you do. Do I think that the stock market is the best thing for you? I don't know. So that's why you should explore different options. Just make sure that you understand what you're investing in. You don't invest based on other people's opinion. And please, please, please make sure that you always have a form of risk management involved. I want to wish you guys a beautiful rest of your Friday. Please be safe. Continue working hard. Continue killing it. Let's make sure that we plan and prepare for an amazing week next week. And if there's absolutely anything it is that I can do to be a part of your success, please be sure to click that link down below. Please be sure to comment down below. What the heck? I just had a brain fart. I was trying to read a comment while I'm on the OBS thing. That was a little, that was like Inception. Yeah, but I really do appreciate everything that you guys do. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, the link is down below. I'm going to have a new post today, so thank you guys again for that. And I am getting ready to do that for all those that are part of Learn, Plan, Profit. For those that are already enrolled or that are planning to enroll, the giveaway that I'm going to be doing is this stock market starter package of, we're going to refund you in the course. We're going to give you this laptop, and then I'm going to pick 2 other things. So a laptop, maybe like a MacBook or something like that. Not too sure yet. Again, nothing's set in stone, but it's going to be a stock market starter pack, and we're going to do this on a monthly basis. I'm absolutely pumped. And that is pretty much it. It's time to have fun. Just take a break, don't overwhelm yourself, and let's kill it. Let's kill it. Let's be a true example of what it means to be successful. And that doesn't mean the monetary aspect, but it just means enjoying doing what it is that you do on a daily basis. So thank you guys again, and like always, guys, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.